Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Tessera's Neon Nights. If you guys are new to this series, allow me to explain how it goes. We gotta wait for 5 minutes so that we can guarantee that the stream isn't gonna lag out of control. If the stream prevails for 5 minutes, then we will be golden and we will have a stream tonight. If it fails within 5 minutes, then we will close the stream and try again tomorrow. With that said, I'll see you in 4 minutes now. Bye. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year. We survived 5 minutes. Yay. Welcome to Tessera's Neon Nights. We will have a guest speaker today, but that comes down to whenever his sandwich is finished. When the sandwich is finished, then we shall have a guest speaker today. I'm going to tilt this up a little bit more because the neon lights part of the neon nights isn't really on display very well. There we go. We survived. Yes, we did. We survived 5 minutes. Speaking of which, Call me. Our guest speaker is ready as well. So whenever he calls... Well, my gosh. Welcome aboard. Now give me a few minutes to, set up this hullabaloo.
Okay. I have,
Introducing...
everything set up. Just want... Is this stream going to be on YouTube? Because I want to, as you said, I want to have it up in a little inset window so that I can see the chat messages.
We're currently on YouTube right now. Like...
Oh, okay, cool.
Everybody knows. Everybody can see your NASA shirt. This is... You sound defeated and tired. I am defeated and tired. I've been working the whole freaking day. But this is Logan. This is a fan from my Discord server who is currently sending me a hailfire. When that comes, I'm thinking about doing an unboxing on that, but I'm probably just going to do a standard review because... Unboxing stuff from unboxing stuff from eBay is very hit or miss. Sometimes it works, but most of the time it just simply doesn't. Also, what is that blaster that you have next to you? You have to show us. You have to show it to us now.
Which one on which side?
I don't know. The right side, up the yellow one, the yellow thing.
The yellow one. Oh, this is just I know it's a bad blaster. I got it at a thrift store for like $5, and it's fun to reload.
Oh no, I have one of those things. I need to film a review on it.
You threw it down the stairs in your old intro, so I assume that you don't like it that much.
I don't like it at all.
All the time, I don't really like it that much.
Allow me to explain why I don't like it. The prime is so smushy. The priming handle is so wobbly, and I cannot get it to stop jamming. It jams so much for me, and...
I know.
I
was almost thinking about like slicing off the barrel. Also, you can't even open it because these darn bolt handles. And so I was thinking about slicing off the barrel. And
the bolt handle. I made the bolt handle my bitch.
Is that not the term?
Huh?
Is that not the term?
No, I made the bolt handle my bitch. I have a chainsaw, and I may or may not have been a little excessive getting the other side of the bolt handle off.
That's slightly excessive, but
not really.
Yeah, also,
I mean,
this barrel.
It's too big.
It's
too long.
Every time I fire it, after I fire, I have to check every single time to make sure a dart comes out. Because if it doesn't come out, it's stuck in here. And if it's stuck in here, one time I fired like 5 darts. And I was just like slam firing.
Not you too.
And they were all stuck in here. Took me like 30 minutes to get them out, and it destroyed all the darts.
Let me explain how you do that. You take mag out, you open the jam door, you get like a long pole or something, you just shove it down the barrel until all the darts are ramrodded back into the breech.
No, there's this little super annoying door right here that means that the breech won't. That means that you can't ram the back because of this tiny little door.
Well,
so yeah, it's...
in that case, then... You just unexist the door, and then you're good.
Yeah, it's kind of a catch-22. I don't exist the door, but I can't take apart the blaster, so... I have to, like, burn off its...
Anybody else hearing the echo when Logan talks? Yes, that's because my speakers are on, and I have desktop audio turned on, so it's gonna be...
echo,
No, that's my fault. It's because of my crappy set. If I wear headphones, then it'll be alright, but I really don't want to because I like speakers better.
Just wondering with the chat messages, what is it just on your channel? Like if I go to your channel, it'll pop up, or
yes.
Oh yeah, Tessera's Neon Nights, random stuff.
Yep. Yeah, you can see.
That's my fault.
Oh no.
No, where the infinite loop was there for a second, now it's gone.
Wait, what the? There's something wrong. I'm getting notifications, but it's because I'm streaming Discord. I am a freaking idiot. Let me take a look at this. Oh wow.
Let me just press this. There's definitely some feedback, like
So let me
see one second.
This person who randomly disappeared off of Discord like last year, just came back and sent me a period. No,
What?
no hello, no what's up, just
A period? That's it.
yes, just a dot, a single dot. That is what this person sent me, and I don't know exactly how to respond.
Oh, no, respond with exclamation point.
I just said welcome back, because I didn't know what else to say, and
Okay, that works.
I'm not sure if I should be concerned or not. Today I got a package from Out of Darts that weighed like 5 pounds, and it was full of magazines. And
All the Worker 22s?
yeah, the Worker 22s came in. Very,
Nice.
very nice magazines. And if you guys don't know, the Worker 22s are basically the most top-of-the-line magazine that you can reasonably get for regular full-length blasters. They are made incredibly well. I've been testing them all day, and then my Tesseract broke. And I have to fix it.
Wait, what happened?
One of the connection points randomly desoldered itself, so I have to go back and solder it again. But it's on a what the heck's it called? It's on the XT60 connector. So I have to get another terminal that I can solder it back. Gosh. I have to get another terminal so I can plug it back in and resolder it, and then it's just gonna be like, I'm gonna have to take the whole blaster apart and then put it all back together again. That's what it's gonna come down to, and which sucks. But it is what it is, I guess.
Why does... Why is the Tesseract... Why did you decide to use this? This isn't like a anything or like a dig on the design, but why is it that you decided to use full-length dart mags rather than half darts? Why is it that you decided to use full-length dart mags rather than half darts?
I just like full lengths better.
Yeah, so sadly all my full lengths are wraparounds anyway, so sadly most of my full lengths are I don't like to shoot straight darts. So, yeah.
I think that half darts and full lengths both have their pros and cons. I think that full lengths are better for compatibility. They're just working so many more blasters. Like, even nowadays, half-length dart blasters are few and far between, and usually they are very expensive compared to full-length blasters. I mean, like, think about this. You could, for a half-length 150 FPS blaster, you could go with a Nexus Pro, which is like the worst option possible. Please don't go with the Nexus Pro. Please get something nicer. But you could get the Nexus Pro.
What's wrong with the Nexus Pro?
I despise the Nexus Pro so much. It is so clunky. It's not very comfortable. The safety constantly pushes into the safe position when you're using it. The prime, half of it is just dead space, and the rest of the prime is super obnoxiously heavy and just not very smooth. The performance is very hit or miss. Sometimes it hits fine. A lot of times it just doesn't. And it doesn't work with 18 round mags, though. With my magazines, that won't really matter. And it's just, it's janky. I just don't like it. Like, you'd have to modify it anyways to make it worth using. So then what's the point of getting a big expensive $50 professional blaster if you have to modify it anyway? Just get like an Alpha Trooper or something and modify that, which is cheaper and is literally better in every way. More comfortable, built better, and you can still make it shoot half darts, and it has slam fire. So, yeah.
Yeah. I actually, one question that I have, I've been looking because of the thing that you said when we talked on Discord about how I should really get into modding. I personally think I'm going to, but just what's the best blaster if you're just like getting into modding, don't want to have to deal with a bunch of annoying like parts that come off and like small parts. Just basically, what's the best beginner modders blaster?
Hammer shot.
Also preferably long.
Hammer shot. Yes.
The
hammer
about the Retaliator.
I
was thinking about the Retaliator. Is it not as good?
The Retaliator is better for a primary blaster, but there's a lot more things that you have to do with it. The hammer shot is like the easiest, most obvious thing to modify. You physically are incapable of screwing it up because it's only like 4 pieces and they fit together like a jigsaw puzzle. Like, you literally cannot fail at modifying a hammer shot unless you physically cut the blaster in half. Like, you've got...
Which you do have to do for the break action kit, but...
Technically, but why are you getting a hammer shot for a break action kit? Get a sledge fire if you want to do a break action thing.
No, but break action, but it's single shot. So the cylinders, you can just change them out.
You could do that.
It's not.
Or you could get a pilot and just, like, be happier. Just be happier, because the pilot is more comfortable and easier to use, and it already has break action. You don't have to worry about it. But yeah, the hammer shot is just, like, it has the hammer, the trigger, the plunger tube, and the plunger. 4 parts. That's it. The only other thing that's in there is the actual, like, the thing that holds the spring in place, which is kind of redundant because it's just a plastic piece, and the cylinder rotation mechanism, which is also redundant because it's near impossible to actually get out of the blaster and doesn't need to be changed. Even if you put a higher dart cylinder in it, it still works perfectly fine. Like right here I have a hammer shot. All it is just a little notch that slides back and forth with a tooth on it. So even if you put like an 8 dart cylinder in it, it'll still work. It really is that simple.
No. Your video on the stream is seems to be off. Like the only way I'm able to see your videos is because I'm actually tuning into the stream. Is that?
That's normal because my camera can only link up to one output at once, and right now it's connected to Streamlabs. So I can't turn it on Discord, or else it will do one of 2 things. It will either lag out on the stream and just become unusable completely until I restart the computer, or it will or it won't load on your side. So it'll just be a Discord loading screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, the inline clip though on the hammer shot, there's a I think it's like
wait, what? Inline clip?
Oh yeah. Yes, there's an inline clip hammer shot. It's just eight shots. You do have to do a very small amount of shell cutting. 8 shots. Just tilt the blaster upside down and just shake it a few times, and then you're ready for the next 8 shots. I can send you a link if you want it.
Inline clip hammer shot. I am looking this up because in all my years of modding and looking at hammer shot mods, I've never heard of that in my entire life. Are you talking about the 32 dart hammer shot cylinder that's like 2 feet long?
I'm talking about the, just look at the Reddit post that says inline clip hammer shot cylinders by Radioactive Designs. Here, I'll send it to you in a link. Give me a sec.
Okay, go ahead and send the link. I'll look at it on my phone because I can't do it on this.
Yeah, there it is.
Inline clip hammer shot cylinders. Safari. Is there... There is no images. 16, 24, or 32 darts. Yeah, you're talking about the really, really long cylinders. I thought you were talking about, like, an actual clip that cycles from the top to the bottom. Like, if you were to put a moving clip vertically in the blaster. Which is freaking weird. And I don't know why anybody would do that.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. I thought that that's just what it was called. It was.
No, I've seen this thing before. I've seen this thing for a long time. I just never built one because I don't really like it. I think that if you make the cylinder that long, it kind of removes the simple nature of the hammer shot of it just being a small compact blaster that you can easily fit in the holsters, and then there you go.
Yeah, I've also another really nice thing is if you screw up modding it or if you break some part, it's $12 for another one, which means you could just have a whole fleet of them just with all kinds of different mods.
That is true, but I think that the only one you should reasonably be modding is the original one. And those are slightly harder to find. So if I search hammer shot on Amazon, then
really? Are there different types? The original one, it looks the same. It's just like orange with the zombie strike logo.
Yes, the orange with the zombie strike logo is the original one. I think that's the best one to modify because the 3 re-releases, I'm talking about the red one with the strokes, the black and yellow one, and the one that looks like it came from a Splatoon game, all have one big, spectacular, life-changing difference. Hello, Kingston. And that is the fact that the internals, specifically the cylinder rotation mechanism, has been shrunken. And the plastic quality has been reduced a little bit, so it stretches a little bit more, thus making any cylinder upgrades unusable. You can't put cylinder upgrades in a new generation Hammershot. And I tried, because this one right here, the purple El Lobo Hammershot, does not take the 7-dart cylinder, which works perfectly in the Valiance build, because the Valiance build is an original gen Hammershot, and this one is a Splatoon Hammershot.
Is it just that feels like it's just that Hasbro would do that, but the cylinder rotation mechanism, is it just that it's too heavy for it's just that an upgraded cylinder would be too heavy or something? Or?
Nope. It just simply doesn't work. It doesn't catch on the actual like little rotating notch thing.
Huh. Also, EPG Plays, I'm looking at the chat, and
I'm reading it.
That's a very good thrift find. That's better than most of the stuff I've found.
Maverick, Flip Fury, and Strong Arm. You know, I don't really know if that's a good thrift find, because all 3 of those are rather cheap blasters. The thrift stores that I'm used to going to, you can usually find Strong Arms and Mavericks for about $1, maybe $2. But the Flip Fury, I've never seen a Flip Fury there. But, like, I'll put it to you this way. I have seen the Rival Zeus and the Rival Atlas for $3 each. And I have a Zeus already, so I didn't get another Zeus. The Atlas I got for the $3.
I would. Amazing deal.
A brand new Hyperfire, which was the first thing I ever got at the thrift store, $10. Yeah, I'm doing fine. Mags came in today. I am so tired today. I am just so tired. Also, another thing that came in today was a aluminum wheels flywheel cage for the Strife, because the Tesseract has a swappable cage set up, and this will be the second cage that works with it. So whenever I open the Tesseract to do my mods to it, I will most likely be doing that as well.
Yeah, actually, I've always wondered this. What is a flywheel cage? Is it like something that goes around the flywheels to protect them, or is it something to adjust the spacing between the flywheels so that darts get more pinched or less pinched? What is it?
The flywheel cage, if that, you know what, I will be right back. I'll go and show it to you. I'll go and get the one that just came in today.
My stream now. Mwahaha. How's everybody doing? I just modified a Percy's with this cool 3D printed extended hopper. It's nice. Sometimes if you bump it forward, it refuses to rev because of the little lock switch that Seth is in.
So, I'm going to switch to my camera so that you can see this better. This is a standard flywheel cage setup. This metal part, the silver part, that's the flywheel cage. It is essentially just a big box that you put the motors in the back, and you put the flywheels in the front. You push the motors through, you screw the motors in place from the front here, and then you literally just shove the flywheels straight onto the posts until you can't shove them on anymore. And this setup right here, I actually made a mistake because these flywheels are designed for a canted cage, not for a standard flywheel cage. But you know what? We're doing it anyway because I want to see what happens. Hello, Toxic Leo Brick.
Knock off rival rounds.
Silver painted Twin Shock and a Roto Fury also painted silver, but the prime action was either jammed or paint got into the blaster. Well, that sucks. Alright, we're back. But yeah, this is the brand new cage that just came in today. And it took me like
Yeah, good. It's
10 minutes to get this in.
is it just machined out of solid aluminum, or it looks like it is?
It is. The flywheel cage is made from solid aluminum. The flywheels themselves, I think, are made from two pieces: the outer edge of the flywheels and the top flat surface of the flywheels. Either way, they're both made incredibly nice. Like, these are very nice feeling wheels and a nice feeling cage. And these motors are very good for a 2S build, which is what I'm getting. If anybody here is curious about modding, remember this: Fang revamps for 2S, Krakens for 3S. Alright? If you need basic information on what motors go with what battery, Fang revamps for 2S, Krakens for 3S. If you try and put a 3S LiPo into Fang revamps, the motors will burn out immediately. You don't want to do that, because then your motors are cooked, and this expensive flywheel cage, which, by the way, this set right here will run you about $50 if everything is base price.
That's more than a Strife if you just get a stock Strife, although they're not that good stock, but still.
Well, that's because this is a very nicely made setup. It's arguable whether or not this is like the best setup that you can get. It really isn't. Metal wheels have a longer rev up time because they're heavier, and they usually aren't as consistent as a plastic wheels or vinyl wheels, but they are very nice. Yeah, so just this flywheel cage is $30. This flywheel cage alone costs as much as a Strife. And then the wheels that I have, let me try and find them. Yeah, the wheels are $15. So that's $45 there. And then each Fang revamp motor is $8. So that's another $16. So it's actually more like $60 for this. This tiny nugget that I hold in my hand is worth $60.
Yeah, I mean, one of the reasons that I originally found nerfing, one of the original things that I found nerfing so intriguing was because my previous hobby was RC cars, and those things are, it's like that flywheel cage, except everything costs that much, even if it's not as well made as that.
Yup. And I have a pretty nice RC car. Let me switch back to the camera. It's sitting right over here. And this we actually got about 6 or so years ago. This is my RC car. We got this thing brand new. We actually got it from an RC convention, which is
nice.
Hilarious. It has 4-wheel drive, and I think it has 4-wheel steering to an extent. The back wheels don't turn much, but the shocks can push up and down a little bit to give it some extra leeway. This right here travels at about 50 miles an hour, but I believe with a slightly upgraded battery, you can get it going about 60 to 70 miles an hour. I don't know why on God's green earth you would need it to go that fast, but you can get it going 70 miles an hour. It is very cool. It's got lights as well. It is just a very nice RC car. And then one day the battery disappeared, and the battery cover disappeared as well, and it's been about 5 years since I've gotten to play with it. This was like $200.
Wow.
And I don't have the thing for the top, so now I just have this nugget that sits in my room. I look at it from time to time and I say, dear heavens, what happened? Where did it go?
Honestly, it would be a really cool build if you could fix that thing somehow, like take a old like Strife or something that you no longer need, get one of those like servo mount brackets that's that can move in 2 directions, then just mount it on top of there, maybe like pare down the Strife's weight or something, and just have a Nerf attack car that you can just drive around and fire.
That would be funny.
Not that practical, but that'd be...
Except for the fact that that's just like a more ridiculous version of the Terra Scout, and my Terra Scout died years ago, and I
Yeah, Terra
yeah. Call it Tessera's RC room. My new thing on this channel is RC cars. I have so many different channels for so many different things.
You seriously have Tessera's RC room?
No, I don't. That was a joke.
Oh.
But
I recommend it if you get into them. They're quite fun, but they're a lot more expensive than blasters.
I will pass because I know what RC cars are. We have a couple of them. This is the most expensive one that we have, and I just never played with it that much. I just never was that into RC cars.
Yeah, but if the speedy ones, I can understand that, but there are ones called crawlers, which are like specifically geared for very low speed.
Believe me, I know. I have seen them. I actually, like, we went to the RC convention. They literally had thousands of different ones, and we were there for like 3 days. And I got to play with all sorts of different ones, and we ended up picking this one up right before we left. Mainly because the guy who was selling them, like, couldn't sell any units, and he was just paid to stand out in front of the booth doing this and dancing around and advertising the cars. And we were like, we had seen him, like, several times while going by, driving the cars all fast all around. And we went up, we were like, you've been doing this all day? He's like, yep, waiting for somebody to buy one. And we were like, okay, we'll take one. And he's like, you're kidding me. Like, no. So that's how we ended up with it, because we felt bad for the guy who was dancing around in front of the booth because they hadn't sold any units all day.
Wait, maybe he was actually, maybe it was some kind of very smart strategy, and he was actually just saying that.
It wasn't. It wasn't. We had been back and forth in front of that booth so many times that day, and never once did we ever see anybody in front of it.
Yeah, it was just an idea, because personally, that would be kind of underhanded, but I mean, it might sell RC cars.
I mean, it was funny. That's all I know. Yeah.
True. Oh yeah. One sec. I have I have one kind of like that, but just here.
He's going.
This thing is definitely what you'd call a nugget.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is a nugget and a half.
Although, if nugget implies that it isn't good, it's actually... Yeah, it runs on a 4S, although it's more of a... Battery's going here, although it's more of a crawler, so if it was a basher or something a bit speedier, it'd probably run on 6S.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is...
I got this one for Christmas, but that was right before I stopped being interested in RC cars, so...
Oh my god. Now you just have this colossal nugget that you don't know what to do with.
But I don't want to sell it because I might find a use for it. It's still very fun when I do remember to take it out.
Yeah, we have a RC truck thing that we got from Walmart for like $100, and it's about as big as that one that you just brought in. And every once in a while, when the dogs are outside just being stupid, we drive it out there and chase them around with it, because it's funny. And a lot of the dogs just, like, look at it and they're like, what is this? What is it? I don't know what it is. I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna stick my nose on it.
Yeah, dogs, whenever I take mine out, I always, if there's a dog even slightly nearby, I have to just stop and wait for the dog to pass, because they will just absolutely, they'll either try to eat it, I've lost several wheels that way, they always go for the wheels for some reason, or they will just run away from it frantically, and then their owner will give us dirty looks, so, yeah. Also, in other news, I fixed the Kronos.
Hey, nice.
Where's the getting out?
Nice. From earlier, I feel the need to plug my other channels, because neither of my other channels are getting any attention at all. And I've actually been trying to upload them. Huh?
Well, when did you start your other channels? I saw them, but I
actually started my other channels. I started Tessera's Adventure Room way before I made this channel. But for the lack of better term, I have 3 separate channels, 2 of which are basically not used at all. That is Tessera's Gaming Room and Tessera Vlogs. Both of those I haven't posted anything on in months. But as for Tessera's Adventure Room, that is basically plushie skits and puppet shows because Super Mario Logan isn't as good as he used to be. So I've been trying to make videos as well. And
Super Mario Logan?
yeah, SML.
Did you say?
Yeah.
Is
You don't know who
are
he
you
is?
referencing me or Super?
No, somebody else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Super Mario Logan or SML makes puppet videos, and they used to be great, and
I'll actually look it up.
he fell off. No, you better not. You best not, because the videos aren't good anymore at all. If you really want a good video, search up Bowser Jr.'s Pillow Fort. Watch that after this stream. Just that one. If you watch that and you like it, then you are a Chad. Your name is legally changed to Chad if you like Bowser Jr.'s Pillow Fort. If you don't like Bowser Jr.'s Pillow Fort, your new name is Kyle, and you are despicable. So,
You know what? I don't think I really want to be named Kyle.
yeah. So there you go.
Yeah. So I'll just not watch the video. Does that make me Hobart or Robert the Awful?
No, if you don't watch the video and you try and avoid your problems, then your name is Bob. just
Okay, fine. I'll watch the video. Bob's worse than all of those combined.
Hey, just watch it after the stream. But
Okay, I will.
basically what I was saying is those videos used to be really good, and they just aren't good anymore. They really aren't. There's some videos that are really funny, but not very many. Oh no, it's already started. People have started calling you Kyle. You better watch the video.
Seriously,
Shroom Duncan says hi,
that
Kyle.
RC is huge. I can see the chat. That RC is huge. Yes, true. But please, people, just don't call me Kyle. If you
Okay.
absolutely feel the need to, then just do it once. Thank you.
Okay, Kyle. So essentially, I've been trying to make puppet videos as well, and my cast of characters is different. I instead of running off Bowser Jr., I use Creeper Jr. It's like Minecraft Creeper, and there have been a lot of channels that use the Creeper Jr. name as a main character. And I hate saying this, but I feel like I've done Creeper Jr. better than anybody else has, because most other people think about Villager Plush, if that makes sense. Creeper Jr. was just a bratty kid. But my Creeper Jr., he doesn't have any arms, so he can't do very many things. And so he has to come up with goofy ways to do stuff, like playing the piano by smashing his face against the keys. And stepping on the Simon game to press the buttons. Yeah. And then the secondary character is Mammal, which is my Tigger doll, and he talks like this. And he's kind of just like the smart person of the group. He comes up with all the ideas, but he's just really, really silly and really goofy and not really dumb, but just kind of, he's innocent, if that makes sense. He's very innocent. And, he always gets roped into Junior's stupid ideas, and he has to help Junior with all of his stupid stuff.
Like, oh, wait, no, I have an idea. What if you do a crossover with that, and they meet and or get employed by either supervisor or intern? That would be awesome.
That would be hilarious, except that I have to voice the characters, and I have to voice supervisor and intern, so I don't think that would ever work.
True, that would be hard.
Not unless I randomly found somebody who lives in the general area around me who wants to help me with my terrible puppet videos, but I don't think that's ever gonna happen.
I would, but I'm not anywhere nearby, so. Also, this thing with the,
oh my gosh.
BS, with the Pastor L scope.
That is
horrible.
That is awful. That is painful to look at. You can't even load it.
No. It would be more painful to look at. There's no in-strike rail on this.
No. Don't you frickin' dare. Yeah, that's what I thought. Get rid of it. No. A toxic Lego brick now says hi, Kyle.
No. This is even better.
No, not the V-twin. What the heck? No! That's stupid! There's not even any rails on the V-twin.
I know, I'm sorry.
I need to review that thing. I really do. Ugh. So many blasters I have to review. I want to be friends on Discord with you. Oh my goodness. Well,
You just did?
in my videos, here is like the 3 most recent videos I've made. There's Mamo and Junior's viral video, which I think is like the best plot ever. Essentially, Mamo and Junior create the worst YouTube video that's ever existed, and they get 3 views and they lose their mind, so they spend like $150,000 on merchandise to sell, and then because nobody wants to buy it, they go homeless and have to find a way to make the money back.
That's honestly, I think you should keep doing those because actually, I'm going to watch one of them after this because
Thank you.
I did not just because I didn't have time, but
Then there's also Junior's
oh,
Wish.
somebody said hi, Logan.
There's also Junior's
Somebody said hi,
Wish.
Logan, under this
It's
one.
okay. There's Junior's Wish, which is probably my favorite video ever. About Creeper Jr. finds a button called a Make-A-Wishinator, and he's having a bad day, so he wishes he had the rest of the day to himself, and suddenly everybody disappears. And if I can describe this video, it's just pure chaos from start to finish. The entire video is so wacky and just Looney Tune from start to finish. And I had so much fun filming it, and I had so much fun watching it again. And then the most recent video is called The Cookie. It's not very long, but I think it's also pretty funny.
The cookie feels like it should be said with this. The cookie. Dun 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 dun.
It basically is. The plot is simple. Mamo and Junior are eating cookies, and there's only one left. So they're trying to figure out who should get it. And so, basically, they try and do this, and they try and do that, and it's like every idea that they have to see who should get the cookie fails, and they end up doing the dumbest thing ever, and then they don't even end up getting the cookie at the end. I don't know. You should watch that one. I'll actually stream it to you on Discord after this is over. We'll do like a watch together or something.
Okay, sounds good. But one more thing with the hammer shot, like if you could choose like one mod other than spring and spring upgrades and stuff like that, one like major mod, what would it be like for the hammer shot? Just what's the most like in terms of value and just like how fun it is?
Upgraded cylinder.
I mean, that makes sense. But also, just so you know, toxic Lego brick. Yes, the human body does not come with the instruct barrel lug.
Oh no. Oh no. Phase 1 foam is here. Oh no.
Oh, hey.
Phase 1 foam, what are you doing here? I'm saying 14. Every time I stream, he shows up and says 14. And then he starts sending me DMs soon after.
Okay, well, is his channel kind of? Do you guys kind of have a friendly rivalry, or is it?
Yes.
I haven't really watched any of his videos.
Phase 1 foam likes to, quote unquote, make fun of my videos on his streams. He reacts to my videos on his streams, and he usually pokes fun at them, and it's funny. It's all fun in games, and as I told you the other day, he's actually had a lot of problems with people harassing him and sending death threats and stuff like that. And for everybody watching this video, do not send him death threats. He is my best friend. If you send him death threats or harass him for any of the things he says in his streams, I have a problem with you. That is what is it. That is all that there is to say. My job won't stop me from my mission. You're at work. Go back to making pizzas. Stop saying 14 in my streams. Oh, and so begin the DMs. I stream tonight, by the way. You go check out his streams. His streams are funny.
Also, toxic Lego brick. I accepted the friend request.
Yeah, there you go. I was going to say really quick before I stop talking about Tessera's Adventure Room. There is one video... Japanese symbol for beginner, because it's phased in phone. There's one video that I love so much, and I think has actually stood up over the amount of time it's been up. I uploaded it more than a year ago, and that is Mamo's birthday party. This video is just ridiculous. To put it simply...
In a good way?
Huh?
In a good way?
Yes.
Or ridiculous, like...
Mamo gets a Hot Wheels track for his birthday, and Junior's jealous. So Junior goes and buys his own bigger, better Hot Wheels track, and then Mamo gets jealous, and he goes and buys a bigger, better Hot Wheels track, and then Junior gets jealous again, he goes and buys a bigger, better Hot Wheels track, and they keep one-upping each other, and eventually it ends up with this giant mess of Hot Wheels tracks all over in the game room, and they end up like using the sets as projectiles and throwing them at each other and trying to kill each other over the Hot Wheels track. And it ends up in just being a giant pile. Just the biggest mess possible.
Yeah, that's... honestly, how do you do the puppet shows? Is it just that not all of their body is visible at the same time, so you can just kind of hold them from below? Or
no,
is it,
you see my hands. You see my hand. I don't really care that much. Hold the camera, I hold the plushie, and I shake him around to talk. And the thing is, because I only have one hand, I have to tactically switch between them. So, like, Mamo is a titanic pain in the ass because he's bigger and heavier. So, if I don't set him down exactly the right way, he flops over and falls. So, I have to, like, set him next to the couch or something like that. OMG, there's Adventure Room lore, LMAO. There actually is. There is a full story for Tessera's Adventure Room that I plan on redoing from the beginning and making into, like, a series of 30-minute videos. And...
that'd be cool if there was actual lore.
There is lore. And I'm actually very happy to tell you about it, because I don't get to tell anybody about the lore. I don't get to tell anybody. Nobody wants to hear it.
Imagine eventually it gets extremely big, and then Film Theory eventually does a big video on the lore.
I highly doubt that'll ever happen. I doubt that'll ever happen.
It probably won't, but...
But basically, the story is that Mammal has this family legacy that's gone back 5,000 years, and it all has to do with a big sword. If the sword touches somebody, whoever is holding the sword, the person who gets touched by it turns into that person. So you could essentially clone people by touching them with the sword. Or you could clone yourself by touching other people with the sword. And this thing was so disastrous that it was locked inside of a secret closet hidden somewhere in the house that they live in and wasn't touched for centuries. And the closet stayed while the house was demolished and renovated and demolished and renovated. And now it sits right next to Creeper Jr.'s bedroom. And that is because there is a storage room in my closet that goes like a further door back there. So I have it all taped off and it looks important. But it's just a storage room. And essentially, it has been foretold
you should actually try to make some kind of sword and, like, maybe... oh, wait. Maybe this sword in the end, like, it gets built up so much and then it turns out to be something extremely goofy.
Oh, no,
like
I have the sword.
Nerf swords, maybe?
I have the sword, and it was an expensive as hell sword. It is a real sword, and it is... it's quite a big deal. I don't actually know where it is. It's not in here. I can go get it if you want.
I mean, I'm not going to say no to a sword. I was thinking about getting into blacksmithing and making a sword, but...
I'll go and get the sword. I think it's in my closet right now.
And now, back to Logan's Nerf room.
Okay. So, forgot how heavy that was. But this is the sword. And let me actually switch to my camera so that you can see it better. But this is a 1-to-1 scale steel replica of the Master Sword from Skyward Sword. It is...
That's cool.
It is heavy. It weighs about 15 pounds. And it is made out of actual carbon steel. It's got heft to it.
Is it actually hard?
Oh, yeah, it is. It is... It is
by hard,
solid.
I meant sharp.
It is sharp. It is sharp. I have dulled down the blade a little bit because it was actually hazardous. And I'll tell you right now, I used to use this thing to cut cardboard boxes in half to flatten them out to do spray painting on. So
that'd be really fun.
And it can slice right through those. So it can't anymore. I instead use an actual hunting dagger, but fun fact, I did use this big ass sword, and here it is like on the floor. So like it's pretty big. It's about 4.5 feet tall from bottom to top. But essentially it is foretold through this ancient prophecy that Mammal was going to inherit the sword, and it would be his job to protect it until he died. But the thing is, he doesn't know that, and so when this mysterious villain shows up, where is she? She's up here somewhere. That's not, where is it? I know she's here somewhere. I have a villain. Where's my villain? Where's my villain? We got this custom plushie made, and I don't know where she is. Where is it? Oh my gosh. Is it anywhere?
Yes, Toxic Lego Brick.
I found
Hello,
it.
Internet. Welcome to Film Theory. And today we'll be breaking down the Tessera's visual lore, and it goes deep.
This is Leiforia, also known as Jessica. She is the villain, and this plushie was very expensive. She's obviously a bad guy. As for the many obvious traits, the fact that she looks like a cartoon bad guy jester from like a Disney movie back in the 70s or something like that, and the fact that she has an evil grin, and she also has a spear. I don't know where the plushie spear is, but it's somewhere. But
oh yeah, wait. I have an idea. Maybe the sidekick. Maybe her sidekick could be not sidekick. Maybe her kind of way of her big like doomsday weapon could be the darn it, I forgot what it's called. That blaster that's like the Surge Fire except the Elite 2.0 version, like really horrible. Maybe that could be her kind of doomsday weapon because it's so terrible at everything, but
I mean, not really, because the idea is that she has built this indestructible suit of armor. She wants to turn everybody into super soldiers so that she can take over the world. And all she needs is the sword. The thing is, she sucks at being a bad guy, and her sidekick is this guy named Kevin who is clueless as how to be evil, and he constantly accidentally sabotages her plans. And so that's like how some of the videos go is she shows up and tries to get the sword, and Kevin accidentally like ruins her plan or something like that. And there was one video where she actually did get the sword, but she had already been turned into a mammal, so she can only turn other people into other mammals. It's just, oh man. I need to show you a lot of videos, but yeah. And inevitably, I plan on making a sort of movie-level video like I did with Intern versus Supervisor. I would consider that the quote-unquote Tessera's Nerf Room movie. And this would be...
I really liked it, and
I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah, I watched it and liked it, and my dad, when I started talking with you, my dad looked up your channel just to like get an idea, and he liked it too.
He liked the video? Well...
Yeah, he said he liked Intern versus Supervisor.
Tell him that I said thank you. Tell him that I said thank
Although,
you.
another thing though, this would be very hard to do, but do you know the horrifying Nerf mascot, Murph?
Oh my god. Yeah.
Well, what if kind of the Nerf community made a version that's made out of short darts? And rifle rounds. Actually, no, not rifle rounds.
No, but short darts, yes.
Maybe rifle rounds, I'm not sure. No, rifle rounds for eyes. That'd be perfect.
That is awful.
Like a version, and that would kind of be the face of the Nerf community in its infinite contempt for Hasbro.
It's so dumb. Nerf doesn't need a mascot. Why did they make a mascot?
I know, I really don't understand it either. But,
Oh,
like, seriously, there have been news articles on how horrifying it is. Seriously, they use the word horrifying. I can send you one.
Hang on a second. Nerf mascot. I don't remember it looking horrifying. I remember it was just like a cluster of darts. Yeah, it is just a cluster of darts with...
But I mean, I remember they called it horrifying in... Let's see, is that it?
Nerf's
yes, nightmarish
terrifying.
mascot. IGN... Nerf has a nightmarish new mascot named Murph. This one might make you check under your bed before you go to sleep tonight. That's a bit clickbaity,
so
but...
stupid. That's so stupid.
I'm not really sure either.
Look at this guy.
Just shouldn't be here.
They had to go out of their way to construct this thing by hand out of darts. Like, they had to make this thing entirely out of darts. They really did. There is no way to just, like, accidentally make that. You have to deliberately go out of your way to design and construct this thing out of darts. Why? Why couldn't it have just been, like, some generic kid wearing a Nerf vest and holding an Ultra One that says it's Nerf or nothing and he shows up in every commercial? Make him the mascot. I'll be their mascot. I would like to be their mascot. What is it, FaZe? Shovels are better because more buttons.
What's FaZe saying?
He
Maybe
says
don't do that? Why not? And also, Tim Carpenter, yes, Nerf. That is kind of the theme here.
Vaguely. It's sort of the theme here. Here is why Murph was bad. He's going to say because Murph didn't have an end strike barrel lug. That's what he's going to say in the chat.
Is he?
100% guaranteed. That's what he's going to say.
I mean, with some modding, it will be quite easy.
There's no end strike barrel lug. I told you. I told you.
Serious?
You didn't listen. Look at the chat. Look. I told you I was going to say that. Hello, hello, Adib.
I mean, the Nerf Crocs are bad enough, and they didn't have an in-strike barrel lug.
I mean, I guess, I don't know. I don't know. You know what they should do? They should make, like, Nerf chairs so that I can have Supervisor just have this throne that says Nerf on it, and that'll be, like, his signature thing.
That would be cool. No, I have an idea. The chairs have a bunch of dart storage in the back.
No, actually,
That'd
I could
be cool.
use
And of course the chairs. I think it would be a really great kind of Easter egg if there was a tiny little, like, miniaturized somewhere on the chair in-strike barrel lug. Just to make the people who wanted there to be one happy.
I could get, like, a Nerf bunker chair.
Wait, no. The chair also, on the handrails and, like, on the seat and all this stuff, has tactical rails, so you can attach all of your... So you can make all of your tactical...
Nah, mate. Get, instead of that... Excuse me. Instead of a chair, or instead of tactical rails, rail adapters, so you can attach blasters to it.
No, that's what I meant. That would be... No. Also, it would be cool if you could somehow network it. It would be cool if you could network it all together, so that basically you had one trigger, and when you pulled that trigger, it fired all the blasters at once.
Maybe, but then that would be... Now, that would be fiddly. Because you'd have to, like... it would have to be, like, clips that you could clip onto the...
Just as a kind of...
Yeah. My brain hurts. We've been going for about an hour. I think I'm going to turn this stream off right about now, and then we'll watch Tessera's Adventure Room videos together.
Okay.
But yeah,
Hi,
at
everybody.
this point,
Hope you
chat,
enjoyed the
I've kind of
stream.
run out of videos. I have to do my outro. Thank you guys for watching Tessera's Neon Nights. If this is your first stream, just letting y'all know. First 5 minutes is always dead time because we gotta make sure the stream will turn on after we survive 5 minutes. We usually stream for about an hour and we always do stupid stuff or talk about stupid stuff. Or in such as in the case of today, I bring on guest viewers and guest viewers are always welcome. If you would like to be a guest on Neon Nights, just hit me up in DMs and we'll talk about when a good time would be. And with all that said, thank you for watching. I will see y'all next time. Subscribe if you're new, like if you enjoyed, and comment down below what would you like me to talk about next time. Phase 1 phone, please stop saying 14. And I will see you next time. Bye!